the biggest problem I have, I'm not saving it to the end. I'm not waiting to get this out there. I gotta just, there's nowhere to report bugs. What? What are you, what? I mean, like, dude, why? Why do you have a PTS server if I cannot report the bugs that are there? What does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? Does it? Because it doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, literally, there's nothing else I can say about that. If you're gonna have a PTS server, if you're gonna have a specific thing so people can play a game and check it out before a patch gets released, why do you not have a way so that we can let you know and get feedback on that patch? How do you expect us to do anything? Right now, it's literally just a glorified sneak peek into what's coming next. I mean, like, really? What else? I get to play Amani. Whoop, whoop. That's great. That's it. That's all I'm going to gain from this, and that's all that I'm going to give to Paladins and to Hi-Rez, or whatever they named the company that now is building the game. I don't know why I have headphones in even, dude. Why give that to the players if you're not going to take anything back from it? And so that just keeps me going. You know, it's like, why do you have a PTS server and you're not getting bug fixes and you're not knowing all this stuff while your main game is lacking and struggling so much? Your game, the actual game that I play and have like over 100 hours in, that feels like a PTS server with the amount of bugs that's in it, and it's officially been released and it's in 2.0 basically now. Like, dude, what is going on with this game? I only joined Paladins a short while ago. I used to play a lot of Rem Royale. I probably put in 80 hours into that game, and then they ripped the classes out of it. And I was like, what kind of developer is this, dude? Wait, what am I getting myself into? And then I learned about Hi-Rez, and boy, oh boy, I did not want to even think about touching Paladins. But due to a lot of people responding to me and commenting to me to tell me, play Paladins, try it out, I bet you'll like it if you liked Rem Royale that much. So I did it, and man, what did I get myself into? A great game with a very, very, very interesting developers behind it. And so it's this cycle to me that I just see this game is getting these new things, and it's bringing in a few more people here and there, but it's losing so many players too because of some of the decisions that they make. And I know I'm getting on a different type of rant here, but I think it all kind of relates to this PTS server. Like, everything about this game that is bad is just bug related, man. Literally, it is just bug related. That's only things that I can truly complain about this game is bugs and some balancing. But overall, I'm actually blown away at how well Hi-Rez has balanced most of these characters. I mean, they all need little tweaks and could use some things like unauthorized flare has always been bashed on, I guess, through Paladin's history, and a bunch of things like that. There's certain abilities, things of that matter, but what I see Hi-Rez do is just like an okay job at balancing the classes, and so I can't complain about that. The only thing I really want to complain about in this video is all the bugs. I mean, like, for real. Look at your game. Look at the PTS server. There's so many bugs. And some of them are, like, not even in the same game. I was playing the PTS server, and I've seen a bug, like, I've seen so many bugs that I've never seen in the game. And that's like, okay, yeah, it's a PTS server, but shouldn't your PTS server be running almost the same as your main game with just like a few changes added to it? Like, how are you supposed to know what's wrong with the game in the PTS server if it's not playing the same as the game that you are producing and pushing out? I don't get it, man. I don't get you, Hi-Rez. All right, let's bring it down here a little bit, and just go back to the point that I was saying, and the biggest main reason why I just don't understand you even having a PTS server is there's no way to give feedback. I've searched menu after menu looking after every game that I played, every game. I played 2 because I just couldn't do all the bugs and the craziness of that game. But I couldn't find anywhere to give feedback about the bugs that I was like dealing with. And not that I really wanted to give feedback, because there was so many bugs to give feedback on that I completely lost track. Completely lost track. Like, I don't even know how to explain how many bugs that I played with. But how are you supposed to make improvements? How are you supposed to get the game taking steps to being better if you don't have a way to give feedback? And I think that feedback option not only should be applied to the PTS server, but would be great, just great for the main game. I mean, there's certain bugs that I've heard about players having to deal with for like a year or two now. That shouldn't happen, Paladins. Why are you adding new characters? Why are you doing all this stuff? Why are you making so many more skins when you have so much work on this game? If this game could just get polished up, if it could just be refined, oh my god. I think people would love Paladins even more than a good majority of people do. I mean, like myself, I love Paladins, dude. I've been falling in love with this game, and it's been one of my favorites. But I cannot just like actually say that it's a great game. Like, if I were to give it a Steam review right now, I'd probably give it like a neutral thumb, because it's like, it's a great game. There's so much fun stuff going on in it. It's pretty decently balanced, but there's so many bugs. There's so many little issues that still are in the game after how many times and how many pro players, like events, all the kinds of things I've seen where they talk about bugs happening and they know it's there, but they don't fix it. To me, it almost feels like this game was built up. I need some things to build with here. Hold on. All right, come here. All right, let's see here. All right, this is the base that the Paladins game was built on. You know, it looks pretty good. It's a little cut around the edges, and we're missing a few chocolates in here, but we'll deal with it, okay? We'll deal with those bugs in a future episode, in a future time. And then you add the next patch. All right, great. That's cool. It stacked on real nice. I mean, we dealt with a couple bugs here, you see, but they just kept doing this. They just kept adding stuff, and they're literally just built on to a mess of things. And in order to get to these bugs that are left in the game, I feel like they have to like remove everything just to get down there. And that's not something they're gonna do, right? Like, it's almost so hard for them to get back to where some of these bugs originated from. And so I'm not sure what Paladins needs to do. I'm not sure what, hold on one second. So I'm not really sure what like needs to happen to get these bugs like actually removed and fixed from the game. But to me, if you're gonna want one thing that's gonna be well in this, just fix your PTS server to start, okay? Don't worry about all this crap that I just told you about, all the major bugs in this game. Just let's take it one step at a time. Add a freaking feedback button to both of your games. All right. That was an interesting video, to say the least. Cool. Peace out, guys.
You're so cool. You're so cool.
My.
You're so cool.
Have you met my